What's going on, guys, and welcome to our weekly show.
We said we was gonna deliver every week. I know it's only our second week, but
we're back with another show as well, and we've got every week we seem to get different things to kind of speak about, and I feel like previously we ourselves actually doing this and like running our platform, we didn't know that there's actually so much going on with Africa.
Do you know what? Yeah, especially like I remember after the transfer window shut, a lot of things started to die down, and I thought, oh, we're not gonna have enough content to post and stuff like that. But yeah, things seem to be happening now.
Yeah. So our first topic that we're going to talk about today is Mane. A lot of people have been talking about him when it comes to his transfers, when it comes to basically everything that he's doing for Liverpool. But the one thing that we want to zone in on is whether Mane is actually replacing Salah.
He's the main man right now, but I was gonna say I don't think he's replacing Salah, mainly because I feel like they're on par in terms of form. Because Mane at the start of the season was doing exactly what he's doing now. Then when we headed into the Christmas period, January, we wasn't hearing about Mane that much, in my opinion. I feel like it was Salah doing his thing, and now that Mane's come back and he's back in form, Salah's now kind of died down a little bit.
The thing about it for me is, I've always said that Sadio Mane, in terms of Liverpool anyway, since he transferred from Southampton, I've always thought that Sadio Mane was so underrated. Yeah. In all honesty, I felt like Salah came from Roma and kind of like took up that mantle of, like, I'm the main guy, I'm the one that everyone is going to look for a magic moment, and everyone sort of like forgot the fact that Liverpool actually have a workhorse. Yeah. In that left wing position, and that is Sadio Mane. For me, I'm looking at his stats and I'm seeing 20 goals in all competitions.
He's doing his thing.
And at the moment, Mohamed Salah's more or less. Remember when at Christmas he was top scorer, joint top scorer with
like he had way more goals back now.
He's stuck.
Yeah. Sadio Mane is definitely doing his thing. I can't deny that. But in terms of form, they're always on and off. They somehow get the job done. When it comes to stats, they perform. It's just like Aubameyang. You know, like sometimes he can have his off days, but his stats, you wouldn't think he has off days.
Let's talk about his transfer to Real Madrid. Actually, because
that would be a massive
I personally don't know if it's the right move. I'm gonna go ahead and get the ball rolling and say no. Okay. I don't think it's gonna be a good move for Mane to go to Real Madrid.
Why do you say that?
I say that because I feel like with a lot of footballers, when you start to get a lot of hype, I feel like it's great for you to stay where you are, because when you go to Real Madrid, these are the Galacticos, man. The people are going to be looking like, look what happened to Gareth Bale.
Yes.
You move to Real Madrid and all of a sudden your whole unveiling is even a massive event where the whole of Spain come and watch you get on. It's just massive pressure. I don't know.
I agree, but I don't think we should look at it as, look at who's gone there before and look what's happened to them now. I think we should look at it as if he's got the quality. If he was to get into that squad now, will he be able to fit in well and help them? Because they're doing very poor right now, Real Madrid. So will Sadio Mane right now be able to help that squad improve? I think yes.
I don't know. To be fair, okay, if we're talking about the fact that he has an impact on games for Liverpool, then yes. But can he? Because let's not forget the fact that Real Madrid are looking for. I'm gonna kind of throw it out here and say of Ronaldo standard that's going to carry the team.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't know if Sadio Mane is just that. He can be, but I don't know if he's that just yet. I don't know.
I don't think anyone can reach Ronaldo's standards at Real Madrid. Right now, I don't see anyone doing that. All right, so the next one is Michael Essien's transfer to Sabel FC in Azerbaijan. How are you feeling about that one, my fellow Ghanaian brother?
If I'm honest with you, I didn't even know Michael Essien was still playing.
Yeah, neither did I.
I think we had a conversation last time. This was months back, and I remember you asking me whether or not I was about to say Sadio Mane, whether or not Michael Essien was still playing.
Yeah.
And I said no. I thought he had retired. If I'm honest, I actually thought he had retired. But seeing something like this, it kind of. I feel like he's done. Yes, Michael Essien. I don't think anyone can dispute the fact that he's had a massive career.
Yeah,
he's had a huge career.
Massive.
But
winning trophies with Chelsea, he's done his thing. So.
Yeah. At this present moment in time, obviously, it's looking like when big footballers start to transfer to some of these sides that perhaps not many people have heard of before, their career is more or less coming to an end. Yeah. So having said that, now, do you really think that Ghana should go forward and take Essien? Because obviously there is AFCON, African Cup of Nations is around the corner.
If I'm honest, in terms of for playing style, no. I feel like the younger generation are now coming up. When you look at other teams that are doing quite well, for example, France, England, etc., they have young players and they have young energetic players that are trying to improve that squad, and they're getting better and better. I think in terms of what's happened with Ghana, in terms of football, like what's happening with the Football Federation and all of that over the past few years, that squad needs a leader to motivate them.
I don't know. I'm throwing this out there because when Sam talked about the Ghanaian Federation, it actually just made me a bit upset. But I don't know about any of my fellow Ghanaians out there, but how great would it be to have Kevin Prince Boateng back in that team?
Yeah,
to have Suleiman Tari back in that team. These are two people which, in that 2010 World Cup, Ghana have given me some of the best years of my life.
9 years ago, let it go.
Like, I remember as a kid watching Ghana play in that 2010 World Cup, and it just seemed like every single game they used to inject some sort of fire into the competition. It came to a point where other teams were leaving the competition, and all of a sudden you've seen that other nationalities are now starting to back Ghana.
Yeah, literally, like, you know, when that World Cup started, all the African nations were just with themselves and Nigerians with themselves. Do you know what I mean? But when it was just Ghana by themselves and there was a chance to get to the semi-final, everyone was like, you know what, let's put pride to the side and support Ghana. I'm not gonna say what happened in that game.
I was just about to say, and then came that penalty. Yeah. And by the way, that penalty that Essien Ajayi took, I've said this to Sam so many times, I've said this to so many people so many times, that since that day in 2010, I have not gone back to watch the highlights of that game. Not once. Every time it comes on TV, I leave the room. Every time I see it, every time I see it on social media, it ruins my mood. I actually feel like Michael Essien joining Ghana could actually have some added value to it. Why? Because I feel like with every team, they talk about legends, they talk about people who have sort of like been there before and and as you said, yes, young players, but young players do need leaders.
Yeah.
And I feel like Michael Essien, knowing what it's all about, playing in the Premier League, he's played in Serie A, he's been all around the world, and having a figure like that in your midfield, I'd love to see Michael Essien play in that midfield.
If he doesn't end up getting called up for Ghana for the African Cup, I don't see why at the end of his career he can't take up a coaching role. I think that'd be great.
Become manager. I wouldn't oppose that. I really wouldn't oppose that.
think-
Our last topic is Semi Ajayi. The guy scored, what, 5 goals in 4 games?
5 goals in 4 games, and if you guys didn't know, he's been playing CDM.
He's a CDM!
But the only problem is that when you look at Rotherham's team, in the last couple of games, they've been conceding quite a few goals. So is it a thing of where Semi Ajayi has been told to attack more, or is it a thing of where he's attacking and he's leaving the defence? They're winning games, don't get it twisted, but they're conceding goals, and as a manager, you don't want your team to concede goals.
Yeah.
So I always wonder whether Semi Ajayi is literally just going up top and just attacking when he wants and kind of leaving the defence alone. But is he focusing on both? If he is, fair enough. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Just don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram for all the latest updates on all African footballers around the world. Don't miss out, I'm telling you, don't miss out. We've got some more content for you coming as well, so stay tuned.